ValueOptionsStrategy.com.
Hi, it's Chris taking a look at the upcoming week of March 23rd. And as you can see, I have the economic calendar in front of you again. Really, we start out right away with industrial trends orders. It's a medium kind of announcement out of the UK, might affect the pound slightly. Existing wholesales is listed as a high-level event. Don't count on it, just not that way anymore. They know that the housing market in the United States is limping along. China has the HSBC manufacturing PMI for March. Now that can move a lot of risk assets, stock markets in general. Just kind of gives you an idea of what global economic activity may be. German manufacturing PMI, that of course moves the DAX and the Euro. CPI out of Britain on Tuesday as well moves the FTSE and the pound. Core CPI moves the stock market in the United States, the S&P, Dow Jones 30 especially. And then for the rest of the day on Tuesday, don't expect too much. Wednesday is fairly quiet at first, but we do get a German IFO business climate. That's basically a DAX-centric move. Core durable goods orders, that's stock markets in the U.S. again, maybe the U.S. dollar, but more stocks. Retail sales on Thursday out of the U.K., that could move the FTSE and the pound. And as we go into Friday, we get GDP, quarter over quarter out of the United States. That could be a big one for the stock market. And then Michigan consumer sentiment, that can move the stock market if it's way out of line. Generally, if it's within a few points, though, it's a fairly quiet announcement. Looking at the euro dollar, you can see this past week has been positive, but you have to keep in mind a lot of this was based on that knee-jerk reaction out of the Federal Reserve. I still think we're going to be looking for selling opportunities. You can see that we are most certainly in a downtrend. That has not changed. So I'm looking to buy puts every time it rallies. Expect a lot of volatility, expect a lot of choppiness. I don't think we'll get any smooth move in the short term. You can see that the S&P 500 continues to be a very steady performer. Very beautiful looking trend, very straightforward. We're looking to buy calls every time it dips. It's a good looking chart. It's a nice 45-degree angle. It's not overdone. So why fight the trend? Just look to buy calls. You can see gold markets are trying to form a little bit of a bottom here, and we think that is a theme that continues. Short-term pullbacks will continue to be call buying opportunities. We're not looking for a major move. We recognize 1200 could be a bit resistive, but eventually maybe 1280. Probably not this week, but we do recognize that gold is trying to fight its way higher, and we'll look to short-term moves to the upside in order to make a few dollars. And finally, you can see the DAX might have finally met a little bit of resistance that could get it to fall. At this point in time, we're actually going to let the DAX fall. We're not going to bother buying puts. We're going to let it find support at a lower level and then continue the uptrend. We don't see any reason why it doesn't. This is based upon ECB liquidity. That's not changing, just a little overdone. So look for a little bit of softness maybe in the DAX and maybe in Europe in general this week in the stock markets. But look at those as potential value plays at lower levels on signs of support. And with that, we have taken a look at the March 23rd trading week.
ValueOptionsStrategy.com.